Hello, pilots, and welcome back to Flight Academy. It's time for Season 2. This series is brought to you by Out of Arc Gaming, and as always, my name is Phil. Now, 11 players go head-to-head in a round-robin single-ship tournament to find out who is the ace pilot. The format rules are in the description below, but joining me for the entirety of Round 4, we have...
Hi folks, it's Ben. As always, great to be on the channel.
Hey Ben, welcome back. Another game from Round 4. And I think at this point it's safe to say this is where we were starting to see a couple of trends appearing. But we have another potentially interesting matchup here in one of our aciest pilots against one of our danciest ships. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes, I feel. Did you want to let us know what Wes has brought to the table?
Certainly, yeah. So Wes has brought Mr. Poe Dameron with Heroic, BB-8 for some nice repositioning, pattern analyzer, and integrated S-foils.
Nice, absolutely solid build. We had James on last week and he loves Poe and he was waxing lyrical about it, but going up against the aggressive Poe, we have Dalen Oberus in the Star Viper with prime thrusters, ion torpedoes, afterburners, and Virago. Basically saying to Poe, you can do lots, so can I. Try and catch me. Which at the moment he's got him down. He's got him in arc at the moment, but we'll see how this goes when Dalen can really start pulling off some of his tricks.
Yeah, this should be an interesting one. You got the hammer of Poe with his double modded shots against the slipperiness of Star Viper. Quite a kitted out Star Viper as well.
Yeah, and you look at it, he's got prime thrusters, afterburners, Virago. That's three things that make it really maneuverable, really slippery, but add into that Dalen's ability, and it just really throws a spanner in the works of trying to anticipate where he's going to be. You just really don't know. And it's interesting because obviously we've got Guri as well. Not as stacked out, but I don't know. Two good ships, and I don't know which one I'd actually kind of prefer.
I am quite a fan of this Star Vipers. You'd be amazed at how you can get out of arcs with those barrel rolls.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever used the... You've flown Star Vipers a couple of times. Have you ever used the Virago ability?
I've used it once. I think like most people, I tend to take Virago for that additional shield and then the potential that I may use it. And I think the very first time I flew a Star Viper, I did actually use Virago. But I've flown triple Star Vipers a few times with one of them having Virago and then didn't use Virago at all. It was just there as an additional shield. But I do like that ability in the end phase that you can spend a charge and do a red boost. It's so interesting how that works.
Spins focus, 3 hits. Oh, that's a
one going through.
Evade there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, just out of arc to get a shot back on Wes. And in an awkward position because he couldn't really do a barrel roll when he was there. But it'll be... Let's see what he's going to do now. I want to see if he triggers Dalen's actual rotate, because that in itself
would be good for them. Yeah,
it's such a cool ability, and just looking here as well.
So he could trigger it to rotate because he's
90 degrees to the right. Yeah. What?
When does his ability trigger?
Dalen's after he fully executes a maneuver.
Okay.
So if he could have nicely flown there by Poe, just absolutely getting right behind there. I mean, if Dalen had done his 90-degree turn
to stress, though, isn't it?
I believe it is, yes.
Yeah. Oh, just exchanging look, a good chance to get locks on each other.
Yeah. I mean, that's the perfect opportunity. If you're not taking a shot at someone and you're not being shot, take a lock. It's just no brainer there. Yeah, you gain a stress token to rotate your ship 90 degrees. So, but you could do that and then prime thrusters a barrel roll.
Yeah.
Or if you go fast enough, you can afterburners as well. The possibilities with that ship are endless. It can really book it across the board and just end up in some crazy places. Is that going for the barrel roll there?
Okay. I like his thinking there.
Yeah, anticipating Poe doing something a bit faster to come out the front.
Yeah. Are we going to see turnaround from Poe?
I'd be surprised if we didn't.
I mean, especially with Pat Analyzer.
Yeah. It looks like that's a 3 Talon there. So keeping the guns. Oh, in fact, that's not going to be great for Poe because that's going to put his guns in the wrong place. So.
Oh, he can boost past though.
He can boost back to then be level again with Dalen. I think that's probably the best spot there, Wes. And then if you do a boost, you'll basically be side by side with Dalen.
Are they just going to see how many times they can fly around side by side each other?
Yeah. It's a tricky one though, because when you get in close like that,
it's just mind games. They're just eyeballing each other across cockpits and going right.
One of them really needs to just say, "I'm done with this." And I think right now, Dalen has more of an opportunity. He's not stressed, so three sloop using afterburners and prime thrusters possibly. There's the 3 sloop.
Remember the days of flying Guri with advanced sensors. Oh, the places she could go. Incredible.
Can't do that anymore.
I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised they took that away from Star Vipers.
I think though prime thrusters, although not as powerful, is still a really
a good choice,
option. And so there's the afterburners boost. Do we see? Oh, no, can't obviously link it. Surprised to try and do a prime thrusters there.
Yeah, Poe needs to get some space away now.
Yeah, most likely a boost to get that little bit of extra space, come back around that asteroid, I reckon.
So that's the tricky thing with Poe is it can be very tempting to do your double actions every turn, and you end up stressed. And you sort of weigh up: do I want to turn around, or do I want to take the double actions? So like it might be tempted to take a focus there, but then you can't turn around next time.
I mean, if you do it in the right,
difficult decisions.
Yeah. If you do it in the right order, though, as James points out, you could, if you've dialed in a blue maneuver and you're not stressed, you can BB-8 for your free boost or barrel roll. Then you can trigger Poe off the back of that. Then you do your blue maneuver to get rid of the stress that you got for Poe's action. And then you've got a third action. So you could boost barrel roll, focus, move, target lock. Like absolutely crazy. And that is ion torpedoes there. Good shot, 3 hits. That's a heroic trigger.
Oh, no, that's ion.
No, so 1 shield and 2 ions, but again, it's small ships. There's no point putting multiple ions, so we're only putting the 1 ion on the ship.
God, ion torpedoes are so good.
I think ions are powerful in general when they work, and especially in this, because you are focusing on the 1 ship. You don't have to... Focusing on that 1 ship for the whole game, not only do you hopefully remember all of your abilities easier, but then you don't have to try and think, right, I'm going after this 1 ship, but then I've got this other ship that's going to come round and nab me in the side because I'm just too busy focusing on one. So it's and if you can control where that ship's going, you're in such a powerful position, as we've seen so many times already throughout Flight Academy. Ions, they might not do much damage, but it's what they lead to later on that is devastating.
I think they're fairly consistent. And they take away the range bonus.
Yeah.
Well, so they're a great range 3 choice of attack.
Absolutely. And you get more dice with them than any ship pretty much has with a range 3, except for I think the Upsilon, Dash, and the Ghost, which you can't fly in Flight Academy because they're massive, and that wouldn't be very fair.
Here goes round 2 of ion torpedoes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So Wes could avoid this.
Could be all right. Yeah.
So taking a shield but no ions, so that is good.
Wow.
So Wes he has that control back. But whilst they're popping their dials down, guys, just want to remind you, if you do like what we're doing here at Out of Arc Gaming, you can support us on Patreon with the link in the description below. Ooh.
Is he thinking he's going to 3 Talon?
3 Talon, possibly.
If that is the case, that's a good shout.
I mean, that would be brilliant, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it opens up more board space for him on the right.
Oh, Talon to the right.
Even though he's gone that way, now the Star Viper has got a good bit of room away from the rocks. Yeah.
I mean, what I would have potentially liked to see before that barrel roll was possibly a 90-degree rotate and then prime thrusters barrel roll, because it'd be in a much better position. I mean, now he's going to get shot and he's not got his shot back, unfortunately. So really is a shame that those ion torpedoes didn't come off for Andy and Dalen.
Dalen's got no focus.
Yeah.
So Rez really needs to capitalise on this.
That's 3 hits. That's just 1 evade. So that is half points on Dalen there. That is... I mean, that's just... As soon as Wes had the control back of his ship and could do what he wanted, he really put the hurt in on Dalen there, which is quite nice.
I think Poe's just really annoyed that he's got this Star Viper behind him, just chucking ion torpedoes at him, and he's like, right, I've had enough of this. I'm going to turn around and give him what for.
Okay, where are we going? Just that? Okay, interesting. Obviously, Poe can't turn around, so...
Reacquire the lock? If he's not being shot
at? Yeah, he's not being shot at, and you always want Wes to stay there, because if he boosts, he will be being shot at. But I think now would be a perfect time just to wait, reacquire that lock. Don't stress yourself, and then be ready to flip it around next turn. Yep, there we go. There's the lock. Looks like no trigger of Poe's ability, which is the right course of action, I think.
It's interesting that in Season 1 we had a lot of Fang fighters, all the Fens, and now I think Season 2 is they're handing off to the Star Vipers and going, right, Star Vipers, you're up, Season 2.
Yeah.
Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, it's interesting. We've not got any Fang fighters this season. I think people looked at Season 1 and saw that whilst they did okay, I think they realised that Fen is good, but he does need a decoy. He needs something there to distract you from him so that you can't just focus him down. Because once you start focusing on Fen, yes, you're going to get angry when he scratches paintwork, but he can go down.
It just takes that one unfortunate roll, no matter how many dice you roll, and then you're gone. And also bombs.
Yes, Fen really doesn't like bombs.
Well, this is going to be an interesting shot.
Ooh,
not
good
great
job he got
start.
that target lock. That's 4 hits. That could do it. And in fact, that does do it. Wow, some really powerful shots to finish the games off there. Really well flown. Like Wes, he was on the back foot for a lot of that with those ion torpedoes, but as soon as he got out of that, he got it right back round. But well done to both pilots there. That was pretty much almost down to the last second as well. So good work there, guys. But Ben, thank you very much for joining us for that game.
No worries. Thank you.
And guys, don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Link for the Patreon is in the description below. We have many more games coming up for you, so we will see you next time.